America is known for its rolling green farms and amber waves of grain, but behind the beautiful forefront, the agricultural industry is problematic at best. While necessary to sustain the Earth's population, it's responsible for 24% of greenhouse emissions. In the past 150 years, the global temperature has risen by 1 degree Celsius. While this doesn't sound too severe, this has catastrophic implications for the future. The Earth is a melting pot of chemical equilibria, and any slight shift in atmospheric balance can cause destructive weather patterns and natural disasters. To prevent our atmosphere from reaching the point of no return, the global greenhouse gas output needs to be cut back by 40 to 50% between today and 2050, which won't be an easy feat. This involves serious agricultural reform. So why do we need to change agricultural practices and habits? There are more reasons than one. 50% of the world's vegetated land is dedicated to the use of agriculture, and 30% of agricultural land is used to grow livestock feed. These mammoth swaths of land, used to grow primarily corn, wheat, and palm oil, are the leading causes for deforestation, which removes one of the rare forms of CO2 sinks we have: trees. If current consumption of meat continues, the World Health Organization predicts that a total of 593 million hectares, which is approximately the size of India, of land will be needed to feed 9.8 billion people by 2050. Our collective taste for meat has left a sizable carbon footprint. Beef and pork produce methane, a greenhouse gas 26 times more harmful than carbon dioxide, while simultaneously using more land to cultivate than any other food group. It takes 20 times more land to grow a gram of red meat than any other produce. To make matters worse, 30% of food harvested is never consumed. This practice wastes valuable space, water, and money, costing a net total of $760 billion lost annually. However, not all is lost. There are still many things you can do as an individual, and it begins with forming good dietary habits. First and foremost, cut back on meat. This is a seemingly impossible feat, but many vegetarians report an increased quality of life after ditching animal products entirely. Secondly, advocate with the local government to reform the agricultural laws we have in place. There have been attempted reforms before, such as the Paris Agreement, but this was an exercise in placating the public. None of the rules the agreement established were ever enforced, and the U.S. recently withdrew from membership in 2017. Lastly, support reform groups such as Project Drawdown. Project Drawdown is an organization created by hundreds of elite scientists and engineers who have created a comprehensive plan to significantly shrink our greenhouse emissions. One of their primary areas of focus is the agricultural industry and food waste. All they need is for word to be spread and investment to put their ideas into motion. Our actions aren't without consequences, and while we can't live without food, we certainly can't live without a planet. Agriculture needs reform, and this can only happen if the individual, such as yourself, makes the right decision for your own health and well-being, as well as the atmosphere's.